All right, so Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with my man Bullet, and obviously none other than, not just Thane, but Thanos is what they call him, you know?
Oh, man, I got that stone in this hand.
Yeah.
Big.
I mean, obviously it looks like the Infinity Gauntlets, what you guys are chilling on right now, so.
And the new Corvette C8. Hey, but it's not about the car. You know what I'm saying? It's about the guy that's in the car, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what's changed my life is me. I've invested in myself. I've invested into my team. I got good guys around me like Bullet right here. You know, a lot of people don't understand your team is very important. People can lead you into the wrong direction and you don't even know just because you're hungry for success. You know, the cars don't mean none of that. This is a great, you know, feeling to be able to have something like this. But what's even greater is to have a team that knows the vision so that we can really capitalize in this industry.
Preach.
Yo, Bullet, how'd you guys link up? Because obviously from a world champion trainer to a man that got many forms and many platforms and many skills, I mean.
Well, you know, game recognized game. I know he's an entertainer, but I know more than anything he's an athlete. And most people want to put him into the category as influencer, but we got to spar with big name boxers. You know, he's a real boxer. He's not just, you know, doing this shit for YouTube or Facebook or social media. He's doing it to be a world champion. And that's what I like about him. And he comes in and gives 150%, not 100.
You know, Bullet's obviously made it to the world championship level as a trainer. So obviously the goal with you is to be a world champion. So like, what are you doing that's separating yourself just in boxing in general? Because that's what you are. You're a boxer.
What separates me is I listen. It actually gives me goosebumps thinking about it because, you know, before I never listened, you know, and there's a blueprint. And when you follow the blueprint, it's just like if you go to Disneyland, right? You don't want to stand in line, so you pay for the fast pass. Well, if there's a fast pass that you can pay for, which all this is pay to play, so let's not get it confused, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately, we're on a fast pass, and, you know, like it's just about investing into your team, like I said. So being a listener is what separates me, and it allows me to exceed at a really rapid rate. So my listening skills, to be honest.
To piggyback on that is the also something that he brings to the table, like Andrew Tubiti, or like a younger version of Rolly, or like Mayweather, is the work ethic. The work ethic is something that a coach ain't got to ask for them to do certain things. You know, and those guys right there, their ceiling is, they don't have a ceiling. You know, sky's the limit. You know, so that's the beauty.
Yeah, and I guess I don't talk about the work ethic because I don't even look at it as work anymore. I've created such a lifestyle that, like, I wake up disciplined, you know what I'm saying? I set my intentions. I'm doing everything above and beyond because, like, this is a lifestyle. Like, I live this, you know? It's not something I'm trying to do to look cool, to show you how big my dick is. It's nothing like that. This is simply because this is what I've chose. This is the growth path. And with guys like Bullet and, you know, the rest of my team, I feel like this is going to be more than just a world champion. We're going to accomplish more than just being a world champion, giving back to our communities. And, you know, my man's from Belize, so we're going to go out there. We're going to do some big things, you know, just in general, touching everybody that we possibly can. You know, we're on this journey, and that's the special part about it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously we're at the Mayweather boxing, you know, so, you know, you can't play around in there. So, I mean, what type of, you know, what type of work is like in there, you know?
Hard work. Shit, you know, the man name represents boxing on the highest level, so, you know, we come in here and we try to keep that top echelon of performance and work, even with our sparring, because the man is already sparring, like I said, Andrew Tubiti, stuff like that, and, you know, Drew is the number 3 bridgeweight in the world. He was one fight away from the championship series they have with him and the guys in the red.
Yeah, in the world boxing. Yeah.
So that shows how far he's come in a short period of time just by listening on top of the hard work. You know, so we just glad that we're here to do our thing. He's representing the gym well, you know what I'm saying, and himself well, you know what I'm saying, his brand. So, you know, it's just a lot of energy. You know, whenever we get together, it's all energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On different levels of energy.
And you got to have people that understand you, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to agree with everything that you do, but when certain people come from that background, you know what I mean, that synergy creates even more energy. So to be over here at Mayweather's is a great opportunity. There's a lot of good work that we get here between the sparring, between, you know, just having the energy right so that we could train right. But we have some more things coming too, so stay tuned because we're creating creating our own camp. We got our own things brewing in the pot, throwing our own shows, creating our own narrative. I have a promotional company where I'll be signing boxers here pretty soon. So upcoming amateurs, fighters that are looking for bigger platforms to perform on. We got a great team. Shout out to my guys over there at Signature Punch. Shout out to my manager, King Buckley, and then the one and only trainer, the best. He'll eventually get his flowers, but for now,
I already got my flowers. What they gonna say? What they gonna want me? But also shout out to Gary Lewis, the owner of Signature Punch, and the guys out in Tampa. But like I said, we're doing August 31st, our first show at the Plaza. We're putting that together. Hopefully we get that shit running, a reality TV show, building a lot of young fighters into, like, only serious fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people do this thing. I can look at somebody and say right away to them, I give you 30 days and I figure if I'm gonna train you or not. Because now at the level that I'm at, it's kind of hard to numb down my expectations. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, coach, can you coach me? No, I can't. You're not serious, you're not dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of it go back into energy. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that you attract out of the universe,
Now, real quick, I gotta ask. Boxing fans been wondering, what's your thoughts on the Devin Haney loss to Ryan Garcia? I think you might have said something prediction-wise, but just what's your guys' thoughts?
But for me, Devin Haney is the best boxer in boxing. So with that jab, with that speed, with that IQ, with that experience, Devin shouldn't be boxing with the style of a fighter. If he would have boxed Ryan Garcia, he would have gassed him out and he would have stopped him. But because if I know your intention is to hurt me and to hit me hard, you're not going to land it. And Ryan also has experience. They fought each other 6 times. That was the 7th time for the tiebreaker. So for me, I just feel like Ryan didn't do anything special. Devin just got off the winning horse. He got a Triple Crown winner in himself as a boxer. Why jump off that winning horse to become a fighter or a brawler? This is your legacy. This is your style. One thing I like about, once again, Floyd Jr. is that he didn't care if you liked the way he won or not. He's just going to win by the way he knows how, as a boxer. If he knocks you out, he knocks you out. But guess what? You got to do this for 12 rounds. Ryan Garcia wasn't in that great shape. And he definitely wasn't in a great mindset. But when you come into a fight with a certain mindset, now you put pressure on yourself to do that and please this crowd. You don't have to be a crowd pleaser. You got to be a self-pleaser and worry about your legacy and your career. I think if they did a rematch, I feel Devin Haney would whip his ass 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact, just about mindset. It's like having Mike Tyson box like Ali or Ali punch like Mike Tyson. It's not going to happen. 2 different mindsets, 2 different horses, 2 different races they run. Somebody run 100 or 200, somebody run 800 or a mile. That's just the way it is.
Which, Floyd's mentioned, and you can chime in too, Floyd's mentioned that he liked the idea of Devin fighting Rolly, right? And I know that you're not in Rolly's camping board. You know him very well. Stylistically, does that Devin and Rolly fight excite you guys? Do you favor anyone in particular?
If I was his trainer, yeah. But if they got him trying to box and do that moving around shit for the whole fight, you can do that for a short period of time to figure out your opponent movement style and what they're trying to put out there against you that night. But Rolly has to go fight like Rolly know how to fight, not like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? You cannot change a player's game in the 9th inning, no matter how great of a trainer you are. You may be a great trainer to this guy, but not a good trainer for this guy. That's what we understand about boxing. You got to study your athlete, know their mindset, because it's 85% mental in any sport. But I mean, it's a good cash cow. I think Ryan and Rolly should fight. You know what I'm saying? I see Ryan, Rolly we didn't put him on a hot seat, on the sparring, whipping his ass. So I think that's something he might want to get off his chest too. You know what I'm saying? Is Rolly. But like I said, I'm always gonna have my vote for Rolly because I know who he is and I know the dog that's in him. But he just have to believe in himself and his style. Stop letting people tell you gotta do this and do that. That ain't what got you to the championship. You got to the championship being a dog.
Mm-hmm. What you think about that? You like any of those fights? Do you like a Rolly Ryan or?
Man, you know what fight I really want to see? Jake Paul and Thanos. Come on, man. Hey, you guys got to follow me at Flex with Thanos on Instagram. I got to get up out of here. But that's a fight that I truly want to see is Jake Paul versus Thanos. One of these days, it's going to happen.
See what I said about energy? Because
Yeah.
I was going to say that, but he tapped into my, you know what I'm saying, telepathically, he tapped into me and brought it out. Because one day, that's really what we want to see is Jake Paul.
That's why I got started. I mean, the story's slowly unfolding, but it's happening exactly the way it needs to. Everything happens for a reason, so trust in yourself, just like you said. You know, everybody could go far, whether it's X, Y, and Z. Bro, people are doing big things. So when you ask me about the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fight, I think those guys are gangster. You know what I'm saying? They just made millions of dollars for less than an hour. That's so respectable at that age. I don't care what they're doing. So you guys could talk about the mindset and people being crazy. It's all a facade. You know what I'm saying? They creators. They're co-creating with God and they're doing their thing. So win, lose, or draw, are they really losing?
They're still laughing to the bank.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
hopscotching to the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But the fights that I want to see, I know you didn't ask me this, but it's really Benavidez and Canelo.
Oh yeah.
I have to see Benavidez, Canelo, and I have to see Boots and I have to see Crawford.
Yeah.
Them two. Those two, Boots and Crawford, and then I want to see Canelo Benavidez this year. Really, if not, I don't really have nothing to watch. This guy that Crawford is going to fight this dude that with 10 fights. He may be strong, he may be all that, but Bud got all the marbles. He got all the tools. You know what I'm saying? He know how to maneuver through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about him and Canelo. Now that's a dream fight for Bud and Canelo, even though Canelo is on his last wits and, you know, Boots is well established. You know what I'm saying? But those right there, those are great fights for me to, you know what I mean? And also Inoue and Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see that.
You like that?
I love to see it. I mean, I think Tank could beat him, but just the fact that, you know, it's out there and it's a conversation and somebody want to step up and make a legacy for themselves, Inoue needs to step up and take that Tank fight. Shakur needs to fight somebody with some with a championship as well. One thing De La Hoya did say that I like was that young fighters need to fight young fighters in their prime. That's what makes you a living legend. And that's facts.
And before I let you go, what can they follow you guys on social media?
Yeah, you guys can follow me all over the place, but the main page is on Instagram, Flex with Thanos on Instagram, or I got a big YouTube channel, Fake Pranks TV, or shit, swipe up on OnlyFans, Flex with Thanos.
That part. Yeah, man.